What's up, y'all? What's going on? It's your boy, the man, the smoothest DJ in the land. It is DJ D-Dub. I'm excited. It's episode 1 of the MGMT podcast show. It's D-Dub, man. I'm sorry. For y'all that don't know, MGMT means music gets me through. Does it get you through? Does music get you through? Does it help you? If you're part of Groove Nation and I've been grooving for you, grooving for your conference, grooving for your church, grooving for your event, or you just heard me live on Facebook, Instagram, or anywhere, how did I do? How am I doing so far? You know what I mean? Am I doing good? You know, just let me know, because I gotta make sure I keep my ones and twos sharp. You know, keep my ones and twos polished. You know, but I'm excited because I get to come from around the booth, literally. Come from around the booth, stop right here and talk to y'all. So that's why I'm sitting right here. I'm not sitting behind the booth or whatever, because, you know, I want you guys to really understand the importance of music and why I'm here and why I'm actually sitting down talking to y'all about music. If y'all knew, like last year, I talked to y'all about music. I gave y'all interviews with a good friend of mine, Ashling Cole. Y'all go check that out. It's in the link in the description. Or you could just go through my podcast video, not my podcast, I'm sorry. You can go through my YouTube videos and you can see past guests that I had that I talked to about music. A good friend, Camille Page, she spoke about the spirituality behind music and in the music industry. That was very interesting. And honestly, that kind of got me thinking on the music that I do play as a DJ. But before we get into that, I just wanted to let you guys know that because I'm coming from around the booth and I'm sitting down and I'm talking to y'all, we're going to talk to some more musical guests. We're going to talk to some musical artists, like musicians. We're going to talk to everyday people like you. I want to talk to you. I want to get to know you when it comes down to music. What's the first song that you listen to when you wake up? Or if you have that type of routine. If you don't have a routine, what are you doing? What are some things that you're doing to help you get through the day with the gift of music? Because music is very important. It's a big tool, it's a huge tool that us DJs are really responsible for. And if we don't get you through with music, then we are like shunned upon. You know what I'm saying? Like, DJs have a really, really huge responsibility when it comes down to delivering music and the right music to you. So if we don't give you that energy, if we don't give you that vibe in the first couple songs, you know what y'all gonna do. Y'all do it all the time. I see it all the time. You know, y'all either sit down. If y'all don't like the song that y'all like, y'all sit down. Or y'all don't dance, or y'all come to the booth. Hey, can you play X, Y, and Z? Because you want the music that's played for you. Again, there's a video that I made. It's called Choose Your Song Request Wisely. You can check that out. I'm just talking about y'all. To be honest, I'm talking about y'all. But this podcast and the shows that's coming up is going to be very important, because I really get to break down music. I'm not a theologian when it comes down to music. I'm not a musical scholar. I'll be honest with you, I'm not. And to be really honest with you, I don't even deserve the title of being a DJ, because I'm not the typical DJ. I'm not the DJ that plays every song. You know, I'm not a DJ that, you know, constantly refreshes their crates, that constantly supply and add new music. You know what I mean? I'm not that type of DJ. So to be honest with you, being a DJ, yeah, I like the title. I like being a part of it and being a part of the culture, but I'm a different type of DJ. So that's why I more or less say the Groovement versus DJ D-Dub. Because I feel like the DJ part is just for DJs that play like in clubs and other places. But if I'm not doing that, I don't want to be labeled as such. But it is what it is. So that's why I really want to sit down and explain to you what type of DJ I am. Go look on the intro, my intro video of my YouTube channel. You can see that I talk about who I am as a DJ. But when it comes down to the music, man, the music and the selective few of music that I play, and the ones that's gonna really get you through, the lyrics that I know that can help you, right? So if I don't know the lyrics to the song, I gotta hear it. I gotta hear the song. I gotta hear what the person is saying, what the artist is saying, what's the message behind the music I'm playing. Because I learned later down in the road that I play a lot of these songs, and then they're not good songs. They're not good songs. They're not good songs at all. So that's why the past few years I've been really hesitant about the music I play. So I asked God in the middle between, when January first hit, up in like the first couple months, I asked God, like, God, where do you want me to be in this season? Where do you want me to be in this time? Where do you want me to be for the people, for his music? And God come through every time. If you see back in 2020, of course, when the pandemic hit, it was already automatic that I had to go to old school and gospel, right? But 2019, I wasn't in gospel, right? So that just goes to show I really had to be intentional with what I was doing. I'm gonna talk about that too, because a lot of people are asking me about me transitioning to a Christian DJ and me transitioning to Christian music and Jesus this, Jesus that. I'm getting that. Like, you just Jesus everything now. And we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna definitely have an episode on that, because I was always in the church. I was born and raised in the church. That was my foundation. I just kept pushing it aside, which that's not a good thing. So we'll talk about that. But most importantly, I just want to let you know that this episode, I'm just giving you the idea of what's to come for Music Gets Me Through podcast, MGMT. Again, that's the abbreviation for it. So you're gonna hear welcome to the next episode of MGMT. Thanks for coming by to the MGMT podcast. So when you hear that, of course, that's the Music Gets Me Through. I also did a show a few months ago about music and how important it is and how it helped me through my life the past few years on, just God placing music in my head, what songs he placed in my head to get me through that certain moment, get me through that certain area. When my dad passed, there was a certain song that I had to play in order for him to leave peacefully. When I was going through my own personal thing, there was some music and stuff that I had to listen to, and God placed in my heart for me to listen to get me through that moment. And it's still happening to this day, so that you're gonna learn a lot in this podcast. Again, talking to different artists, talking to everyday people. I'm gonna talk to some like celebrities or whatever, but my main goal is to talk to you as an individual, you as a normal person, you as an everyday person that's going through your struggles, that's fighting through this pandemic and really trying to find out how can you push through and how can you make it through. And music is a great tool that can help you do that. So I'm just excited, to be honest with you. Music Gets Me Through podcast wasn't the first option. I definitely was gonna call it Around the Booth podcast, because again, I'm coming from around the booth to talk to you, to really get to know who you are when it comes down to music. We're gonna do games, so you think you could DJ games. We're gonna do like discovering new music together. So music that I play, music that you send to me, we're gonna discover all of this together. I'm just excited because it's all about you. This podcast is all about you. You're gonna be very, very interactive with me in this podcast. I'm gonna ask you plenty of times, which I'm gonna ask you right now. Do you want to be on the show? Do you have a story? Do you have a Music Gets Me Through story that helped you in the past 2 years, 3 years? Do you have a story about music and it pulled you through when you was a kid that you just like thinking right now, like, you know what, I do. I actually have a couple songs, or I do have that select genre of music. Again, there's no discrimination, no judgment here. The goal is to learn about music and to learn how music, how important it is and how it can really help you get to the better version of you if you're not there. at your worst moments, it can get you there. So yeah, just think about that. Just think about that, dude. That's your homework. Just think about that. Think about some songs that brought you through as a kid, that brought you through as a teenager, through high school, through middle school, through college, wherever age you at right now, through your senior years, or whoever is watching this. Just think about that, and let's really break that down, because I really want to hear from you. So put in the comments some of the songs that brought you through, some of the genres, who was your favorite artist growing up, and stuff like that, so we could really break that down, and I can dedicate an episode on just answering those questions. And if you have any other questions that you want to ask a DJ that I can't answer, you let me know. And if you have a DJ in mind that you want to get on and I speak to, and we break this down together, let's do it. Again, this podcast is about you. I'm gonna give you the music knowledge about it, and about me and my experience on music, and then I'm gonna get some musical scholars, of course, and some musicians. But this is really all about you, to get you to the other side of how important music is, and just more about me and the groovement and what's coming up further down the road. All right. So again, I appreciate you guys spending this, these minutes with me. I know it's not long. I know it's not. But trust me, we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time with this show. I just wanted to give you a breakdown of what's to come and what's expected. So yeah, it's going down. I'm just really excited, because I'm really intentional, and I'm really I waited, and I waited for God to play some ideas in my head when it comes down to this thing. And it's gonna be more of me on cameras talking to you, and me doing live events coming up soon. It's a lot of stuff what music gets me through. So if you see a lot of MGMT out there, just know that it's me trying to connect with you and trying to get you out again, get you out the house again. I'm trying to get out the house as much as possible right now. I can't take it anymore. I'm losing it in here. I can't do it anymore. So I'm trying to find anything and everything to do, of course, safely. But I can't let fear take over. And a lot of y'all probably fearing right now on, I can't go to a concert, I can't go to church, I can't go to a conference. Things that were really helping you get through, you can't go to it. So I really encourage you to really pray on that. And so have I. And I've been to church every Sunday, and not being scared, and going to events all the time. But of course, just being precautious, but then not being fearful. I don't want to be fearful. There's a lot that's in store for me and my business, and for me to connect with you. So it's a lot that we got to do together. So just think about it. Just don't if you got to stay in the house, go ahead, do so. But and then also for the people that are staying in the house, yes, I will do some virtual events too. So I won't forget about you. So if I do anything in person, of course I'm gonna have the live stream option available, because I don't want to take that away from y'all. Also, there's some other things that are coming in the mix that I'm very excited for. So just be on the lookout for that, okay? I thank you guys, Groove Nation, that's been rocking with me since day one. Every time I switched up, because again, I'm not a consistent person, to be honest with you. I'm not that consistent DJ that sticks to the same script every year. I like to change up, again, because I listen to what God has for me. So I like to change up and do things different, but still bring the same value, still bring the same energy, still bring the same person, right? The only thing that's growing is my mindset. Only thing that's growing is the musical knowledge. Only thing that's growing is me trying to get better for you and trying to be there for you more. So yeah, it's a lot, but I'm excited. I'm just excited for what's about to come. And yeah, we're gonna talk. We're gonna have a lot of conversations together. I hope you're ready. I know you're ready, because you're here on the first episode. So thanks for stopping by. It's your boy, the man, the smoothest DJ in the land. Thank you for stopping by on the first episode of the MGMT podcast. This is day one. I'll see you next week. You be good, behave, talk to strangers, but keep the mask on. But tell that stranger how much you appreciate them and how much they matter to you. All right? Talk to you later. Peace.